Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is King Frog, and welcome back to another Metalhead Reacts. Today, we're going to be reacting to another Lowkey song that has been highly requested called Ahmed. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I apologize. But that is what we are reacting to today. This was reacted to me originally. The first person to recommend this song to me was James Moore, and I believe I also have down the Nerdist Philosopher and Bunny Monster and a lot of others. So you guys have been absolutely destroying my comment section recommending this song. I've got my lyrics pulled up over here. I've got the video pulled up on this screen. I've got my drink. I'm ready to get into this. So let's get into Lowkey Ahmed featuring my Khalil. I believe I'm saying that one right also. If not, I apologize. But I'm excited because considering how much you guys have been recommending this, it's got to be fantastic. So let's get into Lowkey.
His young life was as delicate as the wing of a butterfly and as fragile as a spider's web. For him we cry, cause when he dies, we all do.
Okay, before it drops in, I'm probably gonna bring it back a few seconds. One of you guys said to bring it back a couple of seconds. I'm gonna start doing that. But one thing I noticed right off the bat is how downbeat it is compared to the rest of his songs. Like, it starts out with a piano, him talking in a very clear, crisp voice, and you know, just like I can hear the beat already about to pick up. So we're gonna go back a couple of seconds. Now let's jump back into it.
Did Ahmed not deserve a life? Ahmed never hurt a fly. Ahmed never knew the politicians he was murdered by. Certain times Ahmed wished that he could be a bird and fly beyond the sky, escape the curse of birth that he was burdened by. Ahmed never grew to let your racism internalize. Water poured from every pore in his corpse while the nurses cried. Ahmed was a beautiful person, like you or I. But are we? Ahmed could have been a doctor, lawyer or an engineer. Could have been a superstar, but his life ended here. Guess he was a shooting star, burned bright and...
Wow. Okay, so automatically my mood just went from fantastic to very depressed. Okay, so this is about a kid that was possibly killed in a war or something, like in a village, and like maybe killed in a war. It's talking about like what he could have been, how the nurses cried when he died. What a beautiful person like you was a beautiful person like you or I, but are we? Could have been a doctor, lawyer, engineer. Could have been a superstar, but his life ended here. Guess he was a shooting star, burned bright and disappear. To some, he seems to represent a menace in his hemisphere. Dude, that's sad, man. Because... now, personally, I don't know this because, I mean, I grew up here in the United States, so I wouldn't know anything like this, but I know how it is to lose a family member in the military, and I know stories that my family have told, because I come from a heavily influenced military family. A lot of people in my family were in the military, and I hear a lot of stories, and I know the things that people that go on over there. Not all of it, because they're not allowed to say most of it, but like
disappeared to some he seems to represent.
No, we're about to go back. But man, like the things that happen over there is just barbaric, and especially when it's something like this where a kid gets caught up in, because that happens way more than it should. Kids die all the time over there. Innocent civilians die, women, children, people that should not be involved in this conflict wind up dying. And a lot of them are kids. So the impact they could have had on this world is just taken away. And it's sad. It really is. Because war is a horrible thing. And most of the time it's done for selfish reasons. And that's why I hate it so much. All right, let's keep going.
Was a shooting star, burned bright and disappeared. To some he seems to represent a menace in this hemisphere. Let me hear, make the very essence of this message clear. He was precious, many die like him every year. Ahmed was a victim of resentment and relentless fear. Now his soul surfs the waves, I wish we could have kept him here.
The sea, the sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, the sea, the sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed. The sea, the sea, the sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, the sea, the sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed.
Ahmed's ancestors introduced to Europe Greek philosophy, brought with them irrigation, mathematics and astronomy. Symbolically, irony of this horror isn't lost on me. Trying to get to Europe via Greece is where he's lost at sea. Ahmed, not Ahmed, it's Ahmed, he's that dead. Toddler lying lifeless on the beach with his back bent, arms spread.
Damn, dude. Fuck. So, first off, that hook is amazing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful hook. But I need to know, guys. Let me know down in the comments. Is this based off a real kid that he knew? Or a real kid that he heard a story about? Because if so, that's just horrible. It's bad enough for people to have to go through this. But if you knew the person that it happened to, it just makes it a million times worse. It's horrible. It's absolutely awful. Because it, especially in the circumstance that I'm guessing this kid died, it's just, no kid should have to go through the things that happen over there. No kid deserves it. And it's just awful to know that it happens. Every single day it happens. And it's just awful to know that. Alright. Let's keep going.
With his back bent, arms spread, reaching the direction that his dad went. If he made it here, would have been bullied for his accent. He was captured by the ocean, paralyzed and frozen while these parasites sat and tight, analyzing clothing out for resources. We all compete beyond the talk of war and peace and talk of porous borders. There is corpses on the shore of Greece. They found a teddy next to where his body was found. The sea swallowed him, politics has swallowed him now, and those responsible, Ahmed's ghost will follow them now. To the family, all we can say is we are sorry he drowned because
the sea, the sea, the sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, the sea, the sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed. The sea, the sea, the sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, the sea, the sea, it holds his soul.
they say, let him drown, let him drown, let him drown. What have you done? Let him drown, let him drown. No, what have we become? Don't let him drown. No, don't let him drown. And they say, let him drown, let him drown, let him drown. What have you done? Don't let him drown, don't let him drown. No, what have we become? Don't let him drown. Please don't let him drown.
Okay, so that's the bridge, and man, what did this happen in like a war, or did this happen like by some form of like government, like military or something? Because he's talking about don't let him drown, but they let him drown. Did he die at sea? Or something like that? Is that what I'm getting from this? Maybe he died at sea and the reason for it is because of some political presence? I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments which one it is. Either way, it's still horrible. Still awful to know. Let's keep going. Back up just a little bit.
Please don't let him drown. Ahmed could have been you, and Ahmed could have been me. We need to understand the policies that put him in the sea. We need to understand why it is the beach is full of dying kids. A colonial metropole people want to reside in. If he did, would he make it or fall to something that's deeper? End up like Jimmy and Benga or Khalid Abu Dharifa. A picture by Khavar Paulus on the beaches of Tarifa made me see some would grieve more if Ahmed was a creature with 4 legs. Then they would consider him legitimate. Those like him braving barbed wire, burning off their fingertips while force alien. That mentality still exists. It's privilege, the difference between the expat and an immigrant. For I'm a Somali and Ahmed Rasul Muhammad. When you take others' humanity, it's only yours that's stunted, not a swarm. There are sisters and brothers, that's the sum of it. The cockroaches here are in the media and the government, not the sea.
The sea, the sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, the sea, the sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed. The sea, the sea, the sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, the sea, the sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed.
politicians he was murdered by.
Oh, okay, that was the politician.
Never knew the politicians he was murdered by. Ahmed never knew the politicians he was murdered by.
منين والله يا كريم.
Damn, dude. That's a deep song. That was deeper than I thought would be going into this song because I didn't read up anything about it. Like, with every song that you guys recommend, I do not do any research into it because I want to go into it with an open mind without knowing anything about it. So if I've heard it before, that's a different story. But if I haven't heard it before, then I don't want to know anything about it because I want to have a clear, open mind going into it. That way, it is basically non-biased, and I can just, I can analyze, the lyrics. That's the reason I pause it so much. If you guys don't like it that I pause so much and don't like it that I analyze the lyrics, sorry, this isn't the channel for you. But I like to analyze these lyrics, especially a song like this, because it has such a deep meaning behind it. Because, yes, it was about a kid, but it was more than that. It's more like this happens to so many people every day, every single day, that we don't know about. And that people just cover up because it's like he said, people would care more if it was an animal. Because people can basically just make up the story, oh, he was being threatening, like he had on a freaking bomb or something, or, and we had to. And nobody would think anything about it because it would threaten an American life. Or if it was completely accidental and was in the middle of a firefight, and the soldier felt in danger. That's an American life. Nobody cares about an American life, and nobody cares about nobody cares. I mean, people care more about an American life and a politician's life more than they do about someone that has nothing to do with the conflict that's going on over there. And it's sad to know that there are people, especially kids, that are casualties to this, and nobody cares about it. And it's sad to know. It really is. Anyway, final thoughts. Listen to this song, man. Listen to it for yourself. I'll leave a link in the description. If you've never heard it before, I'll leave a link in the description. You guys need to check it out for yourself. It's a great song. It's amazing. If you like this video, be sure you give it a like. Be sure you comment down below a song and an artist you want me to check out. I'll be sure I get to it when I can. And thank all of you so much for watching. I will, of course, see all of you guys in the next video. See ya.